Yeah, the wicket seemed to quicken up a little bit. Morne exploited that bounce beautifully, opened the bowling. I think he. Sorry to just dive into Morne, but I really feel like it's important that we talk about him. He's one of those unlucky kind of bowlers that never quite gets the rewards that he wants, and it's something that has been on my chest for a while now. I think he deserves that 5-wicket haul and to have led from the front, opening the bowling. It's a great start. He set the tone for us, and yeah. So just to get back to the side, then nice to level up and go 1-1. I thought the previous ODI, we were probably one partnership away from maybe taking that game, and also 1 wicket away from breaking a partnership, from restricting them from scoring close to 300. So we were there and thereabouts, playing at 60% of our capability, which wasn't good enough. The other day, I think we pulled it together nicely with the ball, and if we're honest with ourselves, we should have maybe won that game by 6 wickets or 7 wickets or something like that. But so is the nature of the game. When somebody bowls well, like Josh Hazlewood did, he exploited bounce and he got a little bit of movement off the seam. He's going to pick up a couple of wickets. A win is a win at the end of the day. So we'll look at those 2 games in Perth, and then we'll try and do everything that we did wrong there. We'll try and correct it now. I don't think so. I think one-day cricket is all about always hitting your lines and lengths, trying to cover one side of the wicket. It's it's the only difference is the colour of the ball, really. You're still trying to bowl good lengths to find the edge of the bat when you're opening up the bowling, and I'm speaking specifically on somebody like Vernon, because that's what he does. He attacks the stumps, he attacks top or off stump, so he's always in the game with an LBW bowled, caught behind kind of thing. I think if he would admit it himself, he's not the quickest guy in the world to be able to rush you with a bouncer, but he does bowl a skiddy bouncer, and can catch you off guard at times. But his biggest strength is his line and length, and that's exactly what he does for us in the test side. So he'll fit into this format perfectly, and his economy rate in the wickets that he's taken has shown it so far, in what is probably one of the more difficult places to bowl in world cricket. It's playing against a side that's pretty attacking and flat wickets. He's done well, I think, pretty well.
So
yeah, looking forward to it. I think this is a good trial run for us. New Zealand, we obviously play a couple games in New Zealand, and we've had good success here over the last couple tours that we've been here, besides using the white ball, because the last time I used the white ball here was 2008 or something like that. So but the memories are still fresh in our mind of winning here and doing well. So if we can finish off this tour strong by winning it, that would be great. But the most important thing for us is try and find those lines and lengths. You do travel all over the world, and the most difficult thing is to arrive here and be on the money from ball one. It can be a bit difficult. So it's nice that we are now figuring out those lines and lengths, getting used to the crowd, getting used to the fields and all those kinds of things. It's very important for us to get that kind of stuff, get that kind of experience. I don't know, the way the crowd was going at me at Perth, I don't know. I don't think so, but look, I love playing cricket all around the world. The issue with Michael Clarke got blown out completely. It was like 2 schoolgirls, the way the media got hold of it. It was really it was nothing. I felt like, Clarke had his opportunity to say something at the end of the Cape Town test, and obviously I wasn't in the press conference there, and the next opportunity I got was a couple months later in Zimbabwe, so I said what I felt. It wouldn't have been fair if I'd come out and said something. I would have probably been called a sour loser after losing the series or the match or whatever it was, so I just kept my mouth closed until it was my turn to say something. So I didn't want it to start a massive thing. It did. It doesn't matter. He's not playing now. He's obviously injured. I hope he gets well. He's a great player. I think there's enough respect from both of us. We've played against each other for long enough now, and it's just kind of got blown out of the water. It's a bit silly, really, in all honesty. I don't think I can really mention it over the over the air now, and I think that's why I said, if I see him, we'll just have a normal chat between the two of us. It's got nothing to do about how I'll see you in the car park and we'll beat the crap out of each other or something like. It's got nothing to do with that, man. Maybe I just said too much in Zim. I don't know. I think after that winning that ODI series, we had a great tour of Sri Lanka, and playing there, being away from home, being hyped up and winning. Maybe I just said too much. It's probably just best to just flatten it out now and just wish him well. And I look forward to the last 3 games. No, I've always come across an aggressive Australian side. the Aussies are that kind of side that they're always in your face. I think of all the sides that play Test cricket in the world, the Aussies are always well known for being in your face kind of cricketers, kind of bullying teams and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't play my cricket like that personally. I may look like that, when I'm on the field and everything like that. But I am a fast bowler. It's just what you got to do at the end of the day. But I don't quite agree with the way some of the things are done. I think there's a line, and I try and stay close to that line, but never overstepping it. And if I do overstep it, I'll be the first guy to put my hand up and say I'm sorry and go and do whatever it is that I need to fix that, whatever. But yeah, I think Australia have always been that kind of side. So it doesn't surprise me when they come hard, or when somebody that you've been a teammate with before doesn't greet you at breakfast or something like that. It's just the way it is, man. Yeah, that's pretty much where it started right there. I think when the game was on the line, we had a couple, 30 balls to bat to save the Test match. They needed 2 wickets. It was hot. It was day 5. It's what everybody wants to see in Test cricket, isn't it? That's why you go and watch. Day 1 of a Test match is always going to be a bit sporty, and day 5, when it boils down to almost the last ball kind of stuff, that's why people pay money to go and fly around the world and watch Test cricket. And that was exactly what it was. It was great theatre. It was great to watch, but it just got heated and got a little bit out of hand. And things were said that probably shouldn't have been said. One team won. One guy was extremely happy. The other guy didn't win, and he wasn't very happy about it. So if that Test match was a draw, who knows what would have been said when we were shaking hands. Would there have been an apology? Would somebody have said something? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. That's why we go and watch cricket. It's great fun. It's great to see. I don't expect anything less in this series. It would be a disappointment if Mitch Johnson didn't abuse Faf. It would be disappointing if I didn't abuse somebody, if Warner didn't have a go at someone. Why would anybody want to come and watch us play cricket, apart from our skills? It's got to be entertaining, and that's why we play.